am Rachel Clark. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am so happy to have Dr. Jason Whitaker here joining me. And just to kind of fill you in a little bit, about I guess it was almost 3 years ago that I met Dr. Jason's wife, Dr. Bobby. And in getting to know her, she became familiar with some struggles that I was dealing with. And some of those struggles included weight gain from some medication that I had been put on. And then also I had inflammation in my feet and ankles, and I was living off of ibuprofen. I was taking ibuprofen multiple times a day. And Dr. Bobby introduced me to a product and asked me if I would be open to giving it a try. And so she gave me a sample. I went home, I researched it. It was called Moringa Oleifera. I had never heard of it. Was lucky I could even pronounce it. But I was really impressed by what I was reading about this Moringa Oleifera. So I decided to at least give it a try because everything else that I was doing was not working. So fast forward, that was about 2.5 years ago that I started, and I've lost 25 pounds. I'm no longer living off of ibuprofen. I don't have the swelling in my feet and ankles anymore that I used to. And I mean, this product absolutely changed my life. So that's why I asked Dr. Jason here with me tonight, because it was his wife that introduced me to it. They have been with me on this journey. And so Dr. Jason, if you could kind of fill everybody in a little bit on your background and how you became aware of Moringa Oleifera.
Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. I started to look for a different product, for my practice and for my family about 5 years ago, where we were with a company that was doing different nutritional things, and they discontinued a lot of their products and their weight loss program. And we were also looking for our family. There's a lot of health issues that they were dealing with, the big three, the cancer and heart disease and diabetes and all these different things that we were dealing with, and we were looking for something that was going to be beneficial for them and also our patients. And I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But I'm a chiropractor. I've been dealing with a holistic healing and in the profession for over 15 years now, and we've always had a nutritional supplement, or we've always dealt with helping people heal without medication, or help people heal without certain drugs or surgeries. So it's been a wild ride, and we've seen a lot of people heal. So we were always looking for different ways to give our patients and our family an advantage. And one thing I've always told my patients, that I don't change things very easily. We were with a company for 13 years, and they were an organic company, a very well-known company, and we had some results with that company. But I told them, if I found something that was better, or if I found something that was going to be more beneficial, I would change, and I would make sure I let everybody know. And it was a very difficult change. But at the same time, after doing the research on Moringa, and it's overwhelming. It's the most nutrient-dense plant in the world. So, and that's just not my opinion. That is just the National Institutes of Health. And you start looking at the research and the facts, you realize that this is the most nutritious thing that you could actually put inside your body. So it really became a great match with what we were doing with chiropractic and what we wanted to do with the nutrition with our patients. And it's been about 4 years now, and we've had unbelievable results, and I'll probably talk a little bit more about that here in a minute.
So what are some of I know one of my favorite benefits of Moringa is that it has 36 anti-inflammatories. And I know inflammation can cause so many problems. Right. So how have you seen this help your patients?
Well, I mean, inflammation does cause a lot of people pain, and being able to get rid of it, it's been challenging. You know, we tell people to ice, you know, but that's external. And what we've found out a lot of times, inflammation is called from different systemic things that's going on inside the body, and you kind of have to flush it from the inside out. And so, I mean, of course, we deal with people that have arthritis and different autoimmune disorders, and you've heard the, you know, I call it a buzzword, but fibromyalgia, you know, which we really don't know what causes that, but we do know you guys are in pain. You know, we know that you're inflamed, and you know, and it attacks your body. So we had a lot of different patients that really needed that, and we started to notice one. And when I say something, you know, we use the Super Mix, you know, this little sachet, you know, here, and we'll go over what's all in it here in a little bit. But what I started to notice is that when people gave it a chance, that their inflammation started leaving their body, it started feeling a lot better. And when you do put good nutrition inside the body has the ability to heal, or it has the ability to self-correct. So we're not saying that if we mention any type of diseases or any things that you might have or that you've had in the past, we're not saying that it's going to heal you. You know, I mean, that's not what we're saying. But what we're saying is, if you put the good nutrition in, that has the ability to do this. And the reason why Moringa is so good, it has 36 anti-inflammatories, and we started seeing it with some of our rheumatoid arthritis and our arthritic patients that could not take NSAIDs anymore. They couldn't take the ibuprofens. They couldn't take the medication, you know, for pain and anti-inflammatories anymore because of their kidneys shutting down, liver, or their gut. So when I first started practicing, there's about 10% of the people that couldn't take NSAIDs. Now we're over half our practice can't take it, so they don't have an option. So that was another reason why we were looking. And so when we started giving this to our patients, we started seeing great results: decreased pain, decreased swelling. So therefore, they were healing a lot faster, and and people that are out of pain are more happy.
So, that's a wonderful thing.
Right.
Take it from somebody that was in pain and for so many years, and now I actually feel better now. I'm about ready to be 45 years old, and I feel better now than I have in I probably
You're 45?
Yeah, there you go. I know, hard to believe,
yeah.
Right? Yep, I look so much younger.
$20.
Thank you. And so, as far as this is a question that I get asked, and because I know that there are other things on the market that say that they have moringa in it, and people, this is, you put this in water and you drink it. And so I know there's some things out there that come in a capsule that say they have the moringa in it. What sets this apart from the rest?
Okay. Well, give me back my package.
Okay.
Yeah. No, told you couldn't have that.
I know.
Anyway, yeah, so there is a lot of different moringa products, but this company, Zija International, is the first one that brought it to the United States about 10, 11 years ago. And what sets them apart is how they take it from the field to by the time it gets to this packet and in your mouth, is that it's a process. You know, there's a process of taking it out. It's called being shade dried versus being chemically processed, you know, because they want to make sure that this is pure moringa and nothing's cross-linked, or make sure that all the potencies in there, they don't lose any nutritional values. And that's probably the number one reason why, because it's 3 to 4 times more expensive, the process the way that Zija does, than, you know, another company that would do it. And a lot of people say, well, I could find this cheaper, you know, at the Whole Foods store or some place online, and they buy a bottle of the moringa. Well, in just this one packet, this is called Super Mix, and it has a double dose of moringa in it. And it's a couple pounds of the tree, basically, the plant, you know, and grounded up in a concentrated form. This is a very concentrated form. You would have to take the whole bottle. So, I mean, they said, I got this bottle for $25. I was like, great. You need that every single day. And then we're running back into the absorption. problem with it, because right now what I love about this is that it's enzymatically live. So that as soon as the water hits it, it's living. So that's why one of our slogans is that you drink life in. So you drink this in, it's enzymatically live, it's 100% bioavailable. That's why a lot of people start feeling the effects. Some people faster than others. This is a process. We usually encourage people to do about every 90 days. Give it a 90-day change, because if you got a bunch of sickness, or you got something that's going on a long time in your body, we got to dump the good in so that we could overcome what's going on inside your body. So it takes a change. But the biggest thing is the quality. This is like a top shelf product versus a lower shelf product. I can think of a liquor experience, you got your top shelf tequila and your cheap tequila, but anyway, it's just a higher quality product that will, that's going to give you results. So if you're really wanting the results, and you start to understanding that, yes, this has all the anti-inflammatories, and what I love about that is not only the anti-inflammatories, but what follows up on the back end of it is that it has all your amino acids. So that's the key. That's the reason why people are healing so well, is because not only you're taking the inflammation out, but you are amino acids. Those are the building blocks of your body. So when you have the non-essential amino acids that you're not getting, this most of the time, it's inside your diet. You're not getting that with what you're eating, and also your body doesn't make those. So when you take the inflammation out and then you add the amino acids in, then that's what gives us a great way to start healing your body from the inside out. So it's just the quality. There's nothing compared. They spared no expense, and if you want to know more about that, we can send you a video of exactly reason why that there's nothing on the market, and nothing will be on the market that even compares to this product, because of all the patents that we have, to do that. But the main thing is it works. When I first started the product, I had shoulder and wrist pain from adjusting people and just from sports, before, and it just never would really go away. Well, I shed 25 pounds with it, and I don't have those aches and pains anymore. So, so that was kind of what was happening, and maybe I'll get to tell my story with my mom maybe a little bit later, but that's really what put it over the top.
And the thing is, when we talk about, how much, cost or whatever, it breaks down to about $350, a day. And when I looked at it that way, I'm like, okay, well, sometimes I would go and buy a cup of coffee, or if you're going out and eating lunch or anything, and I looked at it as this was an investment in my health. And for me, it took me, I committed for 3 months. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this, a try. Completely stopped everything else I was doing. I'm not saying stop taking medications or anything like that, but I was taking other supplements that I completely stopped taking. And after about the first month, I noticed that I wasn't taking as much ibuprofen. So of course I wanted to continue on. And I think it was somewhere in the second month, or somewhere toward the end of the second month, that I asked my husband to give it a try. And, to make sure he would do it, I'm like, I will take this, I will mix it up for you if you just take it and drink it. That's all I'm asking. And, he agreed to do that. And now, I'll never forget the day, because the swelling in my feet and ankles would be so bad that I couldn't even put my feet flat on the floor in the mornings, and I hurt. And it was a struggle for me every morning. And I will never forget the first time that I got out of bed and I was able to put my feet flat on the floor. And I'm sorry, that always makes me emotional, because if you are getting out of bed in the mornings and you are in pain and you are struggling, then you can relate to where I'm coming from. And I will never forget that day that I just stood there and was just in awe. And as I was telling my husband about it, then he was like, you know what? I knelt down the other day and my knees didn't hurt. And, like I said, 2.5 years ago that this journey really started for us, and he is down over 40 pounds. And you know, I look at it as we are investing in ourselves, in our futures, because you know, someday when I'm like retired on a beach, and I want us to enjoy it and be able to enjoy our lives. And so that's why we're just so passionate about spreading the word about this, because it really can change people's lives.
Yeah, and you have an unbelievable story. You and your husband have an unbelievable story, and this is what I hear on a daily basis. People that have real problems and they're looking for real solutions, and they've tried everything. A lot of I mean, I've dealt with that as a chiropractor. A lot of people don't come to me as their primary care physician. There's a lot of people do now, but at the beginning they didn't. So and so I was the last resort, and that's what I hear. I tried this, I tried this, I tried this, I tried this. Well, you wouldn't be sitting in front of me right now if what you've tried before was working, you know. So so when they finally get there, they're desperate to find an answer. You know, so it's not about, you know, the $3 a day or whatever. It's not. It's about what is it worth to get your life back? What is it worth to get out of pain? You know, what is the value of that? And I mean, I just had a couple of patients just this week that were like, I don't care what it costs. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, they had headaches. You know, it's like, how much have you spent on your headaches? Well, I spent about $15,000 on my headaches. And it always comes back down to it's like, it's not a problem that you spent $15,000 on your headaches. Is that you're worth it to spend $15,000 to get rid of your headaches. The problem is that you spent $15,000 and you still have your headaches. And so that's when we're getting to the fact of, you know, there's these results that people are wanting. That's why we're so excited about it. And this is why it's gone viral. You know, that, you know, we started just kind of taking it for our family, you know, and then, I mean, we started giving it to my parents because my dad had a blood pressure stuff, and, you know, and he ended up getting kidney disease where he had to go on dialysis. My mom developed breast cancer, which she had to do chemo and radiation, you know, and then you had my wife's side of the family that, you know, had everything from cancer to, you know, diabetes to heart disease and to all these different. It was all of it at the same time. So when we first started researching this product, and we said, you know what, we're going to start getting our family on it. You know, if I'm taking it, that's one thing you should always ask your doctors. You know, if they even whatever they give, they said, would you give this to your family? You know, ask them. You know, ask your MDs. I mean, if your son was sick, would you give him this medication? Would you do that to them? I mean, would you go undergo that procedure? Would you give them this? Dr. Jason, is that what you use? Is that what you use? Because are you telling me to do something that you're not willing to do? And that's why we're proud to back this product, is because this is what we do. This is what we give our kid. This is what we give our family. This is what we give our extended family, our patients. And so, we were like, how in the world, you know, can we get, you know, after all the chemo and radiation that my mom went through, how in the world can we rebuild her health? That's why we were on a mission to try to find something for almost 1.5 years, you know, because they couldn't just take a regular supplement or a vitamin. It had to be something that was going to be more powerful to rebuild. And that's when we started seeing that, you know, the vitamin levels started, absorbability rate started raising up in her. You know, her thyroid was really getting burned out, and her, you know, the osteoporosis to where the point what the bone was breaking down. And again, when I tell you this, you know, they have blood tests, you know, so she went on a double dose. She took 2 packets of these for 4 months. Per Dr. Howard Fisher, you know, that we've talked to, which is one of the biggest researchers of Moringa. He's out of Canada. He's a medical doctor and a chiropractor. So we got some advice, and after 4 months, you know, the vitamin levels went up. Her bone density started going up, and she ended up being on the lowest dose of thyroid medication. And so when I heard that, when we saw that, when we were like, okay, this actually does work, and I can't say that that's exactly going to happen for you, but this is our story. This is what happened for us, that it gave me the confidence. It was about 8 or 9 months in, and that's when I said, you know what, let's get some of this stuff, let's put it on my wall. I'm ready to stand behind this product. I'm ready to stand behind this company. I know what they're doing. They got some of the top minds in the world with Dr. Joshua Plant and beyond, Dr. Monica McCoo. You can go look. I mean, it's just and their staff and their research is just unprecedented. So what is happening is that that's something that I could back, So we put it up on the wall, and I started showing it to our patients, and it wasn't within a few months. A couple hundred people were on the product, and we just had anywhere from decreased cholesterol to normalizing blood glucose levels to mental fog being gone, energy levels going through the roof. How about this? Rachel got happier, and so, and so, to the point that where she got so happy, she started her own channel, and it only took her 2.5 years to get me on. I was like, come on, what do I have to do here to, I can't go back to school, I can't be any more of a doctor than I am. So finally she has me on. Yeah. But anyway, it's done so many different things for people that, and that we have this documented, because when they get their blood test, it's better. And then, that it's gotten a lot of attention, even in the medical community, it's got a lot of attention. So, so that's where we're excited about.
And it's safe. It's good for kids.
Yeah. We have to, some of it depends on how young they are. We have to limit the dose, to, their weight, but yeah.
Yeah, because your 5-year-old son, I know you guys, I know Dr. Bobby sneaks it into his smoothie.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
We don't want to give him too much more energy.
I have even used it for my dogs.
Yep.
And they don't need a full pack. They don't even need half a pack. They're little dogs, so they just need a little bit, because one of my dogs has just had a few issues, and I've even read where people have used it for their pets that have arthritis and different things like that.
Sure.
So, it's just, you can't promise anything. It's not that. It's just, it's the opportunity that you can change your life. And it's changed mine, and I'm so thankful every day for meeting, Dr. Bobby and Dr. Jason, and that they did their research on this. And because like I said, it's changed my life. So I'm thankful to, have these two in my life. And so with we can send you information if you are wanting more information. Dr. Jason and even Dr. Bobby, we're going to be doing more Facebook Lives, just, health overall. Even, now this is way off topic right now, but just even having a positive mindset and different things like that can just help you with your life and enjoy life, because life can be short and it's meant to be enjoyed. So, reach out to us. If you would like to set up a time to even talk to us personally, on the phone, Skype, whatever, reach out, and we will definitely be more than happy to set up a time to talk with you. So is there anything else that you want to add tonight?
Not really. Like I said, I just kind of what she said, this is what we want to do. This is why we're going live, and this is why we're trying to reach out to you guys. If you have somebody that has cancer or diabetes or high cholesterol or having this issue in their health, then why not just reach out to us? Why not just see? Why not at least let us get the information to you? You don't have to do anything with it, but at least get informed, because nobody's heard of Moringa. That's the biggest challenge that we have, is that if people would get educated about it, then they'd see the value of what we're actually trying to get into their lives. So at least allow us to have the opportunity to get you guys educated and to show you some information that will really condense it. And, that could be a viable answer for you. So, yeah. So.
And even if, weight loss, just even no energy, because I know that was something I struggled with too. I just didn't have energy. It was all I could do. I so badly would want to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon. And on the weekends, I pretty much always did take a nap. And now I'm like, I have energy that even if I wanted to take a nap, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. So, so anything, you know, any questions that you have, please reach out to us. And, you know, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for you know, coming and doing this. And you will be seeing more of us too. And I'm really excited to have Dr. Bobby, that she's going to start doing these also. So reach out to us, and we hope you all have a great evening, and reach out to us with any questions, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, see you later.